Everyone knows that sun exposure causes skin cancer and that we should avoid too much sun, that sunscreen is a must when we must be outside. But what if what everyone knows is wrong? What if I told you that people with higher sun exposure actually have lower rates of certain kinds of cancers than those who avoid the sun? And here's something even more shocking. What if the sunscreen we trust to protect us might actually be doing more harm than good? Is it possible that diet and lifestyle choices could actually protect us better than sunscreen? Is it possible that for decades we've been trading one kind of cancer risk for another by avoiding the very thing our bodies are designed to use? Today, and for the next several videos, I am basking in sunlight. Modern life has disconnected us from it, and I plan to reconnect safely, without fear, and without repeating those painful burns of my childhood. Is the sun friend or foe? Foe? Well, I remember sunburns. Do you? Tell me your best sunburn story in the comments. Meanwhile, I'll start. Oh, my sainted mother, she loved day trips to the beach. Multiple times every summer, she would load me, my three sisters, and four more into the station wagon, drive an hour and a half to Nantasket Beach. Four daughters, one friend for each, a car full of kids, saint or loon. No chairs, no umbrellas, no sunscreen, just towels to sit on and a cooler packed with ham sandwiches, and two sodas each. Plus, T-shirts to throw on around noon after Mom spotted our red shoulders. By the time we got home, those burns would be radiating heat. We cooled the fire with Noxema. Yeah, I know. And a few days later, we would compete to see who could peel off the biggest sheet of skin. So yeah, the sun mostly felt like a frenemy. Then, for most of my adult life, I understood the sun wasn't a frenemy, but the enemy. Suddenly, everyone I knew was coming up with skin cancers. So clearly, too much sun was dangerous. I did what everyone said to do. I slathered on SPF 15 and then 30 and 45 on this old Irish skin. And when I had daughters of my own, I made sure they never left the house without their sunscreen already applied, because I knew that thanks to those burns, my risk of developing skin cancer was elevated. I wasn't going to let that happen to my girls. Fast forward a lifetime, and now that I'm fully grown at 60 plus, I have developed this little habit of consuming health news. It started when I realized that the food I had been eating my whole life had led to early Alzheimer's symptoms. Happily, I reversed the worst of those with a clean, low-carb diet, and that changed everything. I started thinking, if modern food could harm body and brain, what else might be affecting my health? Could it be that other quote-unquote healthy habits that everyone knows are good actually aren't? I turned my attention to the sun after a dear niece casually pointed out that the sunscreen I slathered on was full of chemicals. And I had to admit, I'd never really thought about it. And then recently, I listened to an interview with a new to me doctor, Dr. Jack Kruse. Do you know him? Boy, did he give me a lot to think about. But I didn't stop with Dr. Kruse, Dr. Jack. I wasn't interested in just one man's opinion, though he sure seems credible to me. I wanted to see what the research says, and I was surprised. So I must ask the question, could avoiding the sun actually be worse for our health than hiding from it? I think I said that backwards. Next week, I'll share the surprising research on vitamin D deficiency, the power of sunlight, and why some cancers are less common in people who get more sun. So I'll descramble my words if I got them wrong. Maybe I got them right. I hope you'll stick around and see the follow-up videos for the next few weeks. Hey, I'm EILEEN. As I said, I reverse the worst of my Alzheimer's symptoms through a clean low-carb diet, and that means choosing real whole foods, no sugar, no seed oil, no UPFs. Will I be adding full sun to the mix? We shall see. Thank you for spending time with me today. Thank you for liking my video. Thank you for commenting on my video, sharing it with other Suniverse friends. And if you're interested in starting a clean low carb lifestyle, I have some resources you might be interested in. Check the description. Until next time, let's all stay strong, wise, kind, and good by choosing good food for good health. YouTube thinks you'll like this video. Next.